Frustrated? NVDA just stopped reading and you don't know why? Don't just start changing random settings. There are a few simple things you can check first, and usually one of those things fixes the issue. Thank you for making it Blind Accessibility Tips. If you are new here, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button before you leave. And if you like the content, please ensure that you hit the like button as well so that our videos can reach other persons who might need the information. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always making it here on Blind Accessibility Tips. We're happy to be able to help you to continue to learn. Remember that you can check out our website at blindaccessibilitytips.com, and in particular, you can go to the downloadables page where you can get some free resources. Go and download your free keyboard shortcuts that you can use with your computer using the NVDA screen reader. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a few steps that you can take to check to see what is happening with your screen reader, NVDA, if it stops reading or stops working or stops talking. Now, it is important to note that I'm not going to go into any big details here, no major technical changes. We're just really going to be looking at some simple tips, simple steps that you can take to fix commonly occurring issues with NVDA. Okay, so the first thing is to check to see if the program that you're currently using is the problem. So the first thing I usually do is hit my Alt-Tab. Of course, the keystroke Alt-Tab allows you to switch between programs. So right now I'm in Google Chrome on the Blind Accessibility Tips website. I'm going to press my Alt-Tab.
Document 2, Word, document print layout page.
And you see I have switched into Word and it is talking. It's down arrow.
Blank.
It is a blank document, so NVDA is not going to say anything much. Let me see. Let me press the Alt key.
Ribbon tabs tab control expanded.
And it is
document
reading
print
the
layout.
menus. And it is reading the menus, which means that in this case, there may be something wrong with the program that I was coming from. Now let's look at the second step. If you have switched programs and NVDA is still not speaking, it means that it's not necessarily only a program problem. It may be something going on with NVDA itself. So I like to press the Start button, or rather the Windows key, which opens the Start menu. I'm going to do that now.
Search window. Search box edit blank.
As you can see here or here, you can realize that when you hit the Windows key, if NVDA is working, it's going to immediately speak and announce the Start menu. If not, it means that there's something else going on. Let me press it back.
Document 2, Word.
Yes, the Start menu closes. If you did that and you still hear no sound, it means that you have to continue checking. The third step is check your computer volume. Now, this can be a ticklish issue, especially if you are someone who shares a computer with a person who is fully sighted, who does not need a screen reader. Many of the times when they take the machines, maybe they turn down the volume of the computer or press mute because they don't want to hear the speaking from the screen reader. Now, that is a problem for you because when you come back and use your computer, you hear no talking and you don't know what to do. Now, I know on my computer, the F5 key will mute and unmute it. Because, of course, NVDA is not talking. If you don't have a mute button that you know that you can just go and easily access, you may have to get sighted help in this area to turn up the volume of your computer so that you can hear your screen reader again. Now, the other thing to check is the NVDA settings itself. Step 4. The speed settings in NVDA itself might be off. Maybe there's no voice selected, or maybe the volume of the screen reader is very low, so NVDA is actually working, but you can't hear it. Now, again, for this, you might need assistance, but if you can hear NVDA a little bit, then you can take your time and help yourself. But if not, you will need to ask for assistance because, of course, you cannot hear to navigate your own machine. So to change these settings for NVDA, you can use the NVDA settings, and to get into the NVDA settings, you would press Insert N or Caps Lock N, depending on if you're using a laptop version of NVDA. That would take you into the NVDA menu. You can choose Preferences and then go to Settings, and it will open up the Settings dialog box. Now, I'm not going to go into that right now because I do have other videos teaching blind and visually impaired persons how to get into NVDA settings and navigate it and change the varying types of options that are there. But for this, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcuts. Again, get help if you need to go into the settings and change them to ensure the NVDA volume is up. But if you can hear NVDA a little bit and you want to turn up the volume, use this method. Insert, Control, and left or right arrows will cycle you through different commonly used settings for NVDA, and that's insert control left and right arrow or caps lock control left or right arrow. So I'm gonna press insert control and right arrow now to here.
Rate boost on.
So that's the rate.
Pitch 50.
Pitch.
Volume 100.
This one says volume 100. So you realize my NVDA volume is fine, but if yours is too low, use the keyboard shortcut insert control up or down arrow to change the volume, or caps lock control up and down arrow. So let me see. Let me use insert control down arrow to turn down the volume of NVDA.
Volume 95. Volume 90. Volume 85.
Right. And you realize the screen reader, the voice is getting lower.
Volume 80. Volume 75.
And if I wanted to go back up, using the up arrow.
Volume 80. Volume 100. Volume 100.
Right. All right. Here's another thing you need to check. Step 5. Are you in browse mode? Remember, NVDA has two basic modes, focus mode and browse mode. Depending on the app you're in, they will operate differently. So if you're on the internet and you are in focus mode, it will not read. Let me show you. So I'm on the Blind Accessibility Tips website right now. Let me down arrow.
Link downloadables. Link contact us. Collapsed link resources.
So you realize we are navigating the web page just fine. However, if I use insert space or caps lock space to take it out of browse mode.
Banner landmark. List. Resources.
Hearing that sound, you know it has gone into focus mode. Let me down arrow. You realize there is no sound. Focus mode would only help if you're in like an edit field that will allow you to type. But when you're just trying to browse the page like this, you need to be in browse mode. So I'm going to press insert space again. Let me down arrow.
Link blog. Link systematic access.
And now we're able to navigate again. So check to see which mode you are in. Is it browse mode or focus mode? And then finally, step 6. If you have checked all of those settings and NVDA is still not reading, still not talking to you, still not working, then you may need to just restart NVDA. So to start or restart NVDA, the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-Alt-N. Pressing that now.
Start toggle button not pressed. Loading NVDA. Start toggle button not pressed.
Right, and you realize it shut down NVDA and then restarted NVDA. Now this is helpful, and many times just restarting NVDA will solve the problem and it starts working again as normal. Now before we close out this video, I want to say for persons who share computers with sighted persons who tend to want to turn off the screen reader because they don't need it, ask them to not mute the machine. Do not turn down the volume of the machine. It is better you teach them the keystroke to turn off NVDA, which is insert Q, like insert Q or caps lock Q. Let me try that now.
Exit NVDA dialog. What would you like to do? Combo box exit collapsed Alt plus D.
And it comes up asking you if you want to exit NVDA. I'm going to press enter. And NVDA is shut down. And the sighted person can go ahead and use the machine. Now, when you come back as a visually impaired person and you need your NVDA to work, all you would have to do is use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-Alt-N.
Start toggle button not pressed.
And NVDA restarts. So that's a much simpler thing, because if they mute the computer, you can't do anything. It's better they shut down NVDA and you can just come back and use your keyboard shortcut to restart NVDA and you can work as normal, right? All right, so those are the steps. Many of the times when NVDA stops working, stops reading, or stops talking to you, it has to do with a few simple things that went wrong. So you can just go through those steps and see which one of them fixes the issue. If it's not fixed, it means that there's a deeper issue. Maybe you may need to reinstall a new version of NVDA. So you may need to go back to the website nvaccess.org to reinstall NVDA and reset all of those issues. Or there may be another deeper issue with your computer. Otherwise, those 6 steps should solve the issue. Have you ever had any of those issues? Let us know in the comments. If you have had any issues with NVDA that has a simple fix that hasn't been covered here, please let us know in the comments. Other persons want to know. We all use the NVDA screen reader and we want to be as efficient as possible. See you in the next video that's coming up on your screen right now.